showers and thunderstorms are holding together this evening. What about the weekend? I'll have your forecast coming up.
From your hometown news leader, this is WTVY News 4 at 10.
It's a tale of two best friends reunited. Good evening, I'm Natasha Chughtai. Thanks for joining us for News 4 at 10 on this Friday night. Earlier this week, we told you about a missing search and rescue dog. His owner was pleading for his best friend to be returned. And as News 4's Danielle Wallace tells us, this story has a very happy ending. Danielle?
Natasha, 2 nights seemed like forever for David Lattimore, the owner of a German Shepherd named Soldier. But this morning, he had a surprise waiting at his front door as if the dog never left.
They say a dog is man's best friend, and for David Lattimore of Hartford, Soldier is exactly that. Unfortunately, Tuesday afternoon, someone tried to break the bond between the two after taking Soldier from his home.
We heard a vehicle speed away, and I didn't think anything about it. It's a public roadway out there. The difference was that at this time, the vehicle continued to accelerate.
And at that moment, Lattimore knew something was wrong. He's worked with Soldier for several years in Central Alabama with search and rescue, so disappearing wasn't like Soldier.
I knew almost immediately because the dog never leaves. He's been what we call boundary trained, and his boundaries are pretty clearly laid out for him. And I knew immediately when he wouldn't come when I called him, something was wrong.
Knowing something wasn't right, Lattimore and his wife drove miles searching for Soldier, but he was nowhere in sight. Lattimore shared the story with social media friends, hoping someone would find him.
I got up 2 or 3 times a night, both the nights he was missing, just to look outside, just to check.
And there was nothing until Friday morning.
This morning I opened the door, and there's my buddy.
Sitting at the steps of David's RV where Soldier always waits for him, it was like he never left.
It was emotional. It was emotional. I had a couple of tears roll down my cheek.
Lattimore says he's thankful for Soldier's return. He has no idea who took him, and for anyone whose pet may go missing, he advises them to implant a microchip in your dog, which sends out electronic signals unique to your dog. Natasha?
That's good advice. Thanks so much, Danielle. Lattimore has a few other dogs that are retired dogs when he worked as an officer in Harpersville, Alabama. He says he hopes to put Soldier back to work soon. Well, some thunderstorms this evening. Let's go to David now for a first check of your forecast. David?
Yeah, we're tracking a few showers and thunderstorms lingering here this evening. Temperatures are a little more pleasant now than they were, say, 7-8 hours ago when we hit the 90s. 76 now in Dothan, that dew point at 69. So certainly feeling better. Some showers and storms still on the map off to the northeast. They are dropping to the south here generally. Some heavy downpours and some lightning strikes as well. Some weakening has occurred over the past half hour, and these will likely fade by about midnight or so. Still a few showers for some of us as we go through tomorrow. Rain chances lower, partly cloudy, hot, humid 94. A few stray afternoon showers and storms pop up, and then most of us stay dry Sunday and Monday. We'll have much more on that weekend forecast. It's here. Coming up in a bit. Natasha.
It's finally here. Thanks so much, David. In an Enterprise courtroom today, a hearing for the defendant accused in the fatal shooting of Brundage resident Felix Flowers earlier this week. The prosecution requested Derek Harris's $50,000 bond be increased. During the hearing, it was learned the Ayrton man is a registered sex offender and has been convicted on 5 separate felonies over the last 20 years. The prosecutor also says Harris confessed to fatally shooting Flowers 3 times in the chest just after midnight last Monday. The incident occurred at a reported illegal nightclub along the Coffee-Pike County line.
There's certainly concern anytime you have violent offenses or a criminal history that includes a number of violent felony convictions that he could potentially be a threat to the public at large.
After today's testimony, Coffee County District Judge Chris Kaminsky raised Harris's bond from $50,000 to $250,000. A Dothan man has been arrested on felony child abuse charges. 19-year-old Dontavian McCree is accused of letting a 10-month-old baby drink alcohol. Police say their investigation determined McCree fed the baby formula mixed with an alcoholic beverage. McCree is charged with torture and willful abuse of a child under 18. His bond was set at $15,000. There will be a larger police presence at the Mariana Plaza after the deadly military shootings in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Patrons of the plaza will start seeing deputies on Monday. The Armed Forces Career Center will be their focal point. Jackson County Sheriff Lou Roberts says there will be an armed off-duty deputy working at the site throughout the day. No word yet on how long the deputy will patrol the area.
They're well armed. They know how to take care of business. But in this situation, they're somewhat at a disadvantage. And so that's where we're going to step in and help even the playing field and just make sure that things go as it should every day.
Sheriff Roberts says deputies will drive around the area, walk the grounds, and check inside the facility. How much you pay for a driver's license in the state of Alabama changed in February of this year, but now the way you renew your license will also change. Across the state, drivers will be able to renew licenses online at alea.gov. In Houston County, at the state trooper's office, there will be self-serve license renewal kiosks. Online, you can also expect to find appointment scheduling, an online driver's license renewal option, and digital licenses. Smartphone users can show there as a secure form of identification.
Alabama Law Enforcement Agency has implemented online renewals and duplicate license, so the citizens can go there on their website and renew their licenses or their duplicate license. Now, they're not allowed to make any changes on that. They just simply can renew and be able to print their license out, and the license will be in the mail within 30 days.
According to officials, the agency evaluated state departments and found that the driver's license system was archaic and inefficient. Teachers in Early County are getting their classrooms ready for the upcoming school year. From empty classrooms to blank bulletin boards, teachers are bringing their classrooms back to life. Virginia Hampton teaches 7th grade social studies. She says her goal is to use current events to teach her students about the world.
But we're going to go into the Middle East. We're going to learn about deserts and camels and oasis and oil wells and the Saud family, Gaddafi.
Students go back on Wednesday, July the 29th. Elba City School Superintendent Cressel Threadgill received an award from his colleagues. The Alabama Superintendents Association presented Threadgill with the Power of One Award in Mobile. He was recognized for his behind-the-scenes work in the state legislature. Threadgill was credited as the driving force behind several pieces of legislation involving public school reform.
It was to make legislators aware of different bills that was trying to be passed, and it was mainly behind-the-scene work. And like I say, it was just an honor to receive the award. I was very shocked to receive it.
Threadgill will begin his 3rd year as Elba City School Superintendent next month. Shots ring out in a Louisiana movie theater, and now we're learning more about the man who police say pulled the trigger. Plus, we take a look at what you